Hello and greetings. Welcome to video number 1 on the series of SubSonic. SubSonic is a media server, and on this series I'll be teaching how to install it on an Ubuntu or Debian. I'm actually going to be using a LinuxMint. I'm also going to be doing it, installing it on some kind of Red Hat or Fedora, Mac, Windows, and yeah. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I actually have my, right here. I have my LinuxMint already running. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fire up our web browser. So we'll let this thing kick in. And you can see it's a fresh copy. So I'm going to go straight to Google. That's going to be my best bet. So google.com. And I'm going to search for SubSonic. SubSonic. And on SubSonic, I want to say it's this. Yeah, subsonic.org. There it goes. And we're going to go ahead and click on download. And you can see all the different flavors that they have. We're going to actually click on this one, the one towards the middle. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. These are all the different flavors that they have. Windows, MacOSX, Debian, Red Hat, Fedora, standalone. So on this, I'm running LinuxMint. I'm going to go ahead and click on Ubuntu and Debian. And go ahead and click on Sonic 6.0. It is October 18th, 2016. So as of today, they're up to version 6.0. So we're gonna go ahead and click on save. Let me get out. Okay, so there we are. It's 6 minutes away, so we're gonna go ahead and let it download. Okay, the download's complete. So now we could actually close this out. Actually, you know what? One thing that we have to do is actually have Java installed. They actually recommend installing this OpenJKD. You're welcome to do that. I also have a link on my website, and I'll put the description on. I'll put the link on the descriptions below, and I'll actually install an official Java. So I'm gonna go to freelancetech.com, and I'll install it using this method. And we're gonna go here. And you'll see on my website, I actually have the commands already there for you. So all I'm going to do is just copy this, and if I do Java version, you'll notice that it's actually already installed. I installed version 8. So let me clear this. Okay, now let's go ahead and continue with the actual install. Okay, so all I'm going to do is cd to my download folder, and if I ls, you'll notice it's actually already there. And how you install it, you could have actually just double clicked on it, but especially if you're learning Linux, it is advised that you actually get pretty familiar with the terminal, even though it kind of sucks to be on it all the time. But it actually, once you get used to it, it's actually not bad. So how you install it would be sudo and then D for basically a Debian package, so dpkg for package, and then -I for install, and then the name of the package, which is going to be SubSonic, and if you hit your tab, it'll finish it for you. So it'll be SubSonic -6.0.deb. Hit enter, and it'll install it for you. Okay, so so basically it tells us that's going to be for the next reboot. So what I'm going to do is just sudo init6, and it'll reboot the computer for us. Okay, so the machine actually rebooted, so we're actually up and running. Now, when you first boot up, let me open the browser. So to get to the actual login, you would actually do localhost port 4040. Okay, but the first thing it'll tell you is that the SubSonic is not secure, blah blah blah. That's the very first thing. But before we go too far, remember that on the SubSonic they actually recommended that you change your user. So we're gonna go down to Debian right here. So let me zoom in, and so we can actually go through it. Here it is at the bottom. Change user. So let me lock it. Okay. So and it tells you that notice the configuration, whatever. And it also tells you that by default the Sonic processes as the root user. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit this file here on the ITC default Sonic, and we're going to go ahead and change it. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out of this. Okay, so what we're going to do is actually open our terminal, and in the terminal all we're going to do is just follow what file we have to edit, which is this one. Let me move this up. It's a default SubSonic, excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead. Oops. We're actually gonna go here, and let me zoom in. Okay, so we're gonna go to. Actually, let's go to the root. And we're literally gonna go step by step. CD to ITC default, and in here, these are all the defaults. And the one that we want or we're looking for is this one, the SubSonic. We're gonna do gedit SubSonic, and then that's gonna bring up the actual file. And what we're looking for is, it's going to tell us, see, the user is root. See? So the user itself is not going to be root. It's actually going to be freelance tech or whatever your user is. Okay, we're going to save this. We're going to close it. Now we can actually go back to... Oh, we have to reboot it. Okay, so the machine has restarted, and I actually like using Chromium or Chrome. So here's Chrome, and now you can actually log in with the local. Now the funny thing about this, and I don't think it's funny, but it's that you're not gonna log in with the user you just did. So watch, and I'll show you. So I'm gonna go to local host and then port 40. Oh, so it was already there. Port 4040, and cancel that. I don't care for Linux. I mean LinuxMint to keep. And you know, here you're greeted by the same thing, right? I mean user or whatever. Well, the username is admin, and the password is also admin. The username is not the one that you entered at the bottom. Turns out that's actually just the user group that you're going to be using. It's kind of deceiving how it's actually laid out, or what you know, what's it actually set up as. Hopefully it made sense. But you know, now you could actually see change password, set up media folder, and so forth. Oops. And yeah, but other than that, we're going to click on home. we're gonna do media folder, and I'm gonna select just my, and you can see it's loading up. Now I'm gonna just select the local folders for music. It's gonna be var, and then add another media, and I'll create another user. Excuse me, another file under my var. But I'll get deeper into it on the next couple of days. And on the next video that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up for Fedora and so forth. But for the setup is about the same, and the issue is literally about the same. When it gets into Mac and Linux, Windows is a little bit different, but I'll dissect it for you guys. Yeah, and hopefully you liked the video, and thanks for watching. All that good jazz though. Thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks a lot.